Hello, friends, and welcome back to Stan's Cutlery Universe. You know what day it is? It's Friday, so it's a Frosty Friday. But today is a special edition. It's about fixed blades. Can't get talking too fast. And what I wanted to share is some of the Frost fixed blades that you can pick up. They're out there available, in the secondary markets. And these are all ones that I learned the hard way about. Don't store your knives in the sheaths, especially if they're a Pakistani sheath. I want to show you. I've cleaned them all up, but I want to show you what happened to the boxes. And like this box here, you see that staining? Nothing got spilt on it. That is literally, I don't know what, but I think maybe when they tan the leather, they don't give it enough time to dry. So that's stuff coming out of the leather, if that makes sense. But there's what the knife and a sheath looks like together. Back up a little bit. I'm used to doing smaller blades. So I got to figure out if the best way to store these now is to put the sheath in some plastic wrap, whether it's a baggie or I don't know, something though to keep it from happening, because man, it kind of boogers them up. You can see where it actually has created some etching on the brass, and that will not come out. So, no harm, no foul, really. Chalk it up to experiences. Learned my lesson. Everybody always said you shouldn't do that. The part number on this one is GW-250FW. It is made in Pakistan. 8 inches overall, surgical stainless hunting knife, brass bolster, multicolor pocket wood handle, and leather sheath. Pretty nice little knife. Actually, fits the hand really well, even for big meat hooks like I have. If I would not have allowed it to get that smudge on it, it would be a much nicer looking piece, actually. But, overall, good looking piece. And I'm positive that I got this years ago. I'm positive I got this in one of those dealer deals where, it ended up saying like this knife was $3 or $4, when the reality is I bought a lot of knives that just weren't worth really too much. And yeah, it is what it is. Live and learn. The fixed blades from Frost have always been pretty decent, though. Here's another one. This one was not nearly as bad. I didn't get as much not nastiness from it, just a little bit. Here's the sheath. This is a very generic, is Tobias would call it the paper cardboard leather cowl, the cardboard cowl. This is a pretty nice looking knife. It's just a hunting knife. It is part number GW-2018CB. I'm sure CB stands for Coca-Cola. This is a 10-inch overall surgical stainless steel Coca-Cola packet wood handle, brass bolster. This one wasn't quite as bad, but still, it got beaten up a little bit. But just really nice looking pieces. And even if you buy them in the secondary market each, you might spend $30 at the most, maybe 20, at the most. But they are made very well. This one actually fits my hands pretty good. My hands are a little smaller, fit better. You can see where my knuckles are right into the, thing there. Here's where I got this one, a little bit of schmutz on the blade. But like I said, you live and learn. And thank God these were inexpensive fixed blades. But nothing against Frost fixed blades or Pakistan made cutlery like fixed blades. It's just you got to be cautious how you store them. You do not want to allow your knife to touch the leather. And like I said, this box here, this box here also has some bleed through. And it was this interesting. For a while, it took me to figure out what it was. Then I realized it was nothing I had done wrong. It's the leather, because look again, it's that same style looking leather. Not a bad looking sheath, actually. This one's a little bit nicer, It fits the blade really well. This one here, unfortunately, smutsed up the blade, so I couldn't get it all off. This is a 12-inch overall surgical steel blade, hunting knife, silver bolster, black packer wood handle with gut hook, red and white spacers. And it's part number GW-229G/VPW. Okay, and this is a very nice looking piece. It was nicer looking before I allowed the blade to get a little schmutz, but I got the majority of it out. It is sharper than the Dickens. I found that out the hard way. Nice looking handle, nice looking piece overall. Sorry, I keep going the wrong way. Nice looking piece overall. You can't really complain. Very good feeling in hand. I'm gonna stab myself in the face here. I'm not really a gut hook fan, but it does have its place in cutlery. But yeah, just another nice Chipaway Cutlery piece that, again, when I bought it, I know I didn't pay very much for it, and I'm not bragging. It's just, that's what these knives are. They're not real expensive. This one here, again, it has bleed through on the box because the same style sheath, is 12 inches overall, surgical steel blade, hunting knife, brass bolster, bone black, color pack wood handle. And that is part number GW-2748 BPWBN. Again, it's got that style sheath, which is okay. It's actually not a bad sheath, but do not leave your knives in it because I learned the hard way. But talk about a beautiful looking combination. Look at that. You can't tell me that is not a nice looking combination right there. Know what I'm saying? But man, if you store it, please, please, I know you shouldn't store any knives in leather. I learned that the hard way. But please don't store it, especially in Pakistan leather. Overnight, it seems like it can turn. But here's this beautiful piece. Look at that blade. Big, nice buoy blade. Oh, man, that's just, gosh dang, that's just a sweet looking piece. Just a beautiful piece of cutlery. Fits good in hand. Got a little bit of fashion, or I don't know if it's fashion. This I am a dork. I'm tired today, but that's okay. Got a lot done. These cleaned up pretty good. I can't complain. I'm glad I caught them when I did. That's another bonus of going through all my knives. Is that I caught some where I've made mistakes. But when it comes to fixed blades, if you want an inexpensive, decent fixed blade, don't shy away from Pakistani made knives, especially if it has a maker's name on it. If it's like uh, Timber Rattler, Frost. I'm trying to think of other ones that are out there. I know there's a whole bunch I'm forgetting because, they've been making knives a long time over there. Some of their techniques is like I realize they don't allow the leather after tanning to dry long enough so it seeps and then you get bad problems. Sometimes you're going to get a knife that's a total turd, but quite frequently and most of the time you get a knife that's really, really a beautiful piece of cutlery, that you can't complain about. That's just nice. Look at that tang stamp, except it's more like a tang etching. Really cool. But yeah, that's my story about fixed blades here on Frosty Friday. It's just don't shy away from them. Frost makes some good fixed blades. Now they're doing more like sharp cutlery, and they still do their own Chipaway cutlery and oh goodness, I'm having total brain fart. Trophy stag and whitetail cutlery. Those are really nice too. So don't shy away from them. Enjoy it. Frost makes some really, really nice stuff. It just, if you're buying the bundle where they're telling you you're getting every knife for $2 a knife, no, you're not. What you're doing is you're paying like 25 cents for some of the real garbagey knives in there, and you're getting the other ones. You're getting the ones like that at $30, $40 a knife. But that's okay. Maybe you have friends you want to give them away. I shouldn't even call them real garbagey knives because you know what? They have their place. They are decent for this little knives to have around. People buy them. I worked at a hardware store for not a couple years, about 6 months when I first got out of the Marine Corps. People buy them. People need just a little knife to do stuff. They buy that $2 knife. They probably use it and throw it away, but it got them through what they needed to do. So you know what? There's a place for all of them. So with that being said, just remember, Frost, make something for just about everybody. Anybody and everybody that wants it, some different piece, some different knife, they make something for you. So enjoy the adventure. Go out there, find yourself a cool piece of Frost cutlery. Our Frost Cutlery over brand. This is Chipaway Cutlery, which is owned by Frost Cutlery. But you all know what I'm saying. And enjoy it. Have some fun with it. Get out there with your knives. Have some fun. See what they can do. And, if you happen to break it, you're not out $1,000,000. You're out 20, $30. Have fun with it. You'd be amazed what some of these knives can handle. I have been. So, and I'm going to start showing some of that. Might break them, might survive. I'm not going to abuse them, but I'm going to use them for making campfire and doing stuff that you could possibly need to do. Okay. With that being said, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. I appreciate your comments. And remember, live long, prosper, and collect your own way. Whoops.